Hello, 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 and welcome back to what I think is episode 17 or 18, something like that. Just to fill you in on what I've been up to. Nothing that we haven't seen before, but I've built some compacting drawers, which is just taking the nuggets into ingots or blocks. For some reason it wouldn't work with these, so I've just made some compactors which are running away and taking them into blocks and emeralds, so we are not struggling anymore. And we have also got sugar and wheat now at 10 10 10. If we come over here, these are all at 10 10 10, because what I want to start working on is that inventory panel that we looked at last episode, and this is going to take nutrient distillation, which we make in a vat with water, basically mob drops, and you're going to use the sugar from over there, from here. So I've gone ahead and made the vat. That's over here awaiting our sugar, so I'll just go and grab that. Grab a stack of that. We'll probably automate this because I think we're going to need a constant supply of this distillation. So let's stick that in there, and that should be enough for that. Now then, the other things we were talking about were these vibrant crystals, which we think we're okay with. The remote awareness upgrades, again, I think we're alright with that. Nothing too tricky there. These are just expensive, but there's nothing too scary. In fact, what I'm going to do is, while we're talking, is get another stack of stuff cooking. Another stack of glowstone. Probably get the glowstone plants hooked up in the near future, and I'll do that off camera as well. I've cooked up a load of solarium and fused quartz and made some soul vials, because if we go back to our inventory panel, this excuse me, needs a witch. Now I was having to think, how are we going to go and get a witch? What's the plan? What do you say, Lord Snoot? How are we going to achieve that? And I figured, after scratching my head for a little while, all that island over there isn't lit up, so we should, in theory, be able to just fly around, keep an eye out for mobs. So already I'm seeing them pop up, and there is a witch. But what I want to do is try and find one isn't too close to creepers, because I'm a bit concerned a John Cena creeper might give us a bit of a fright, to say the least. So let's have a little fly around. Oh, look at that. That's a mine shaft that's been generated. Huh. Crazy. Slimes, skellies. So we shouldn't really ever struggle for mobs, catching mobs. That's for sure. Now the other thing I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for are zombie villagers, because we're going to need villagers. So I think if we spot one, we'll grab one and we'll try and convert it. There's a witch that I'm going to try and snag. Hello, goodbye. So that's one. We're going to try and get a few while we're here, while we're on the mission. Hope you're all having a lovely time of it, or whatever you're doing. Maybe you're home from school, done your homework, set the table, you know, got your mum and dad on side, got some brownie points. So they've said, okay, go and watch your iPad for half an hour, chill out. I'll call you when your tea's ready. That's how I imagine it's all kicking off anyway. Still, there's not as many as I thought there would be, to be honest with you. There's one. Hi. Bye. And was that a zombie villager? No. So I'm sort of half watching the mini-map to see if I see any of the icons pop up. And half watching the world see what spawns. We've got a nice full jetpack, so we should be okay to do this. Providing a John Cena creeper doesn't blow us out of the sky. There's another one over there, but there's a lot of creepers around it, which is a bit of a worry. There's one. Shall we try? It looks like the witch managed to get a shot in at us and throw a poison bomb at us. So how many have we got? 3 and counting. Enderman. The other thing we've got set up as well, if we get a chance today, is get to the end to see if we can fight the dragon, because you don't get to the end in the same way in this, so you have to make a special cake, which is not too hard to do. Well, I'm wondering if our crossbow can one-shot the dragon. Lots of creepers around. See what we could do. Clear a path. Got him. So we've got 4. So not, there's a zombie village. 2 zombie villages. That is good news. Let's see if we can't clear some room. Got them both. That is excellent. Okay, so let's head home, which I think is this way. Although I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at the map. Totally wrong. So let us head back. Back to base. Still got plenty of juice in the jetpack. I can see torches, so that looks like that's where we're headed. We are back. Right, so let's put these soul vials away before we get too caught up in everything. And we wanted a... that was the witch, yeah, okay. Get rid of this junk, cluttering up our styles. So, the inventory panel. We needed a witch. And in the slice and splice we needed an Enderman head, vibrant alloy, 2 silicon, 2 of those. So we wanted 2 silicon. There. Do you know, my memory is getting worse and worse. 2 solarium, vibrant, Enderman head. Have we not got an Enderman head? That might be a bit of a problem. We might have to... let's have a look here. 14, so we're alright for now, but I might need to make a cleaver and go manually get some of those. And over in this setup, that should be enough. So there's that, and then in our... have we not made one yet? In the soul binder. 4 heads, solarium. Okay, so it's not too bad. Dark iron bars, dark steel. So we should be able to do that relatively straightforward. If I remember to get the dark steel, iron. 4 mob heads. Use our skellies. 2 solarium and a I think if you ever do decide to play this, you just cook everything in bulk. No point making 1-offs and 2-offs because it forever going round and round in circles. Hope that's right. Oh, I need 2 of these anyway, so that's... Ooh. Hardened glass, fused quartz and dark steel in the corners. So I need a couple of fused quartz and 4 more dark steel. There's our fused quartz. That's enough for that. Then this was in the middle on the poles, like so. So there's our soul binder. So that's probably likely to be another quest. It'll ping in a second. There it is. And in our soul binder we had the witch and the enderman and some XP that we've got, and that gives, oh, it gives us our vial back. That's nice. And our sentient ender. Now the other thing to note is, while we've been faffing around, this has been cooking up some more of the ender pearl, so I'll get that going for another stack of vibrant alloy. Now back to our inventory panel. Ooh. Inventory. Okay, so we've got that on the go. We can do that relatively straightforward. So let's grab a bucket and we'll start on this recipe. That's our bucket. See how this is going. Sure enough, we have a full tank. So there's our bucket, and what I'll do is I'll arrange it here so I can see where we're, how close we're getting. That was in the middle, that was there. So we want 4 of those gears, so we're going to need 16 of you. 16 of you, and we're going to need 4 iron gears, which is 16. Now then, is the recipe to do it like this? It is. A little bit more expensive, but the alloy smelter is engaged at the moment. So that's like that. Okay, so the remote awareness upgrade, electrical steel, silicon. Electrical steel, silicon was... I think we'll make a lot of these because we want these scattered all over the place so this can talk to it. So the inventory panel can talk to whatever it needs to talk to. I have a feeling we're going to need quite a few. So that's those. Oh, what was the recipe for that? Is that everything? That looks like everything. So we should be able to make those. Don't need the rest for now, but we will do it at some point. So then it's just 4 lapis around an emerald. And we're not struggling for that sort of stuff anymore. 1, 2, and 8, and then the rest was the vibrant alloy. 16 of those, and And I think we're about to make ourselves an inventory panel. So let us... 2 of them. 2 of them. Over to the QED. Put this in. There you go in the corners. Our vibrant crystals. And we have an inventory panel. Absolutely excellent. So for the time being, I've got the iron on me. We're going to make ourselves a drum full of the nutrient distillation, just to feed output push. So that's going to give us plenty of nutrient distillation, because we're going to need that to feed this. But what I believe we can do, try to think where the best place to do this is. What we'll do, I suppose, is we'll make an absolute ton of storage drawers with a drawer controller. We'll put all of this stuff into it. I'm sort of looking about where we want to do this, and then we'll have the inventory panel talk to the storage drawer controller. Whoa. That's because I didn't have a magnet on. But to give you guys a clue, if I do this, put the drum there, let's get a fluid. Like so. And we're going to want an inventory one with an awareness upgrade. Probably have to work on some speed upgrades as well. So the remote awareness goes in there. Nutrient tank. So this needs to be extract. That wants to be insert, and we are on. And there you can see we now have access to everything that this drawer controller is talking to. So if I take the stack of lapis, can I extract it? That wants to be in and out as well, doesn't it? And sure enough, there it goes. So we can craft, and we can put it back in. Now for some reason, these will need another drawer to connect to this drawer controller, so that's why it can't see what's there. But I think what we'll do, in fact, what I might be able to do is just run some more conduit, and we'll connect it like this. Run some conduit down here into this area, maybe down the wall, have the panel there, and convert all of this into storage drawers. So for that we are going to need an absolute ton of wood. Now, is there an easy way? He says, thinking. Yeah, nature essence. So what I'd really like to do, nature essence plus water essence. If I had another one of these set up with nature essence harvesting, and I suppose a water essence one. Let's have a think about how we do that. So it's nature seeds and presumably water seeds, yeah. We get those with axio essence, which is Minicio around the weak infusion stone. Now, have we got all that taken care of? Because I know we were working towards getting the weak infusion stone. Let's just skip through this recipe again. Yeah, 1 block of terra steel into the mana pool with an alchemy catalyst, which I don't think we have, because I believe it goes under. Yeah, okay, so the first thing to do then is an alchemy catalyst. Nice and simple. 2 gold, 4 living rocks. So that should be on tap. Whoop. 2 gold. Just a normal crafting recipe, this one, with a mana pearl in the middle, and then it was 2 brew stands, which is 3 cobble by the looks of it, and 2 blaze rods. Have we got any blaze rods? We do not. Let's set this up ready. And off to the nether we go. Kill ourselves a couple of blazes. Where's the blaze spawner? This way. It should be nice and quick. I will just turn our magnet on so we can collect it nice and quickly. There's a wither skeleton. Hello. Once we've got this weak infusion stone, I think we'll go to the. We'll finish the episode by killing the dragon. How about that for a plan? And then in between episodes, what I will probably do is destroy all our chests, etc. Turn them into one big storage drawers. I think that'll be the way to go. Or just a load of diamond chests, something along those lines. 7 blaze rods, so that's enough. No point hanging around. Home we go. The reason I want to get to the end is I'm hoping beyond all hopes that we can get draconium there, because what am I doing here? This dislocate. This here, charm of dislocation. No, I don't mean that. This charm of dislocation we can actually use to teleport between things, and it's not very expensive provided we can get hold of this draconium. And I'm thinking in the past it's always been in the end on meteors, so we will find that out before too long. Where did we set up our... There it is. 2 brew stands. Wrong one. There's our alchemy catalyst. That needs to go under there. Then we throw our terra steel in. In fact, we'll turn our magnet on for this. And we have our weak infusion stone. Just grab a bit of dirt before anyone falls in there. Now with the Minicio essence, we can use this to craft Axio essence, and the uses for that are to make air seeds. Ooh. Fire. So I'll probably go ahead and do all this off camera. Water. Earth. In fact, we'll make that together right now. And then we'll go and kill the dragon. Nature. And die. So I'll probably go ahead and make all that. We'll have one big field full of stuff. I might even go ahead and do it in the last millennium. Possibly, possibly not. But we want one of you, 4 of you on here, I think it was. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dirt. And there it goes, making our earth seeds. So we are getting into living rock. Wand. Miss. Magical crops. So there's going to be by the next time you see me, hopefully we will have loads of these magical crops all set up in a nice big field in a different dimension, so we don't get caught out with lag or anything like that. And then, sure enough, we're going to have to 10 them, which makes me think we should probably go and check on our capacitor farm, because I'd like to get ahead into that farming station so I don't have to manually crossbreed everything. But for right now, we are going to go to the end. And buckle your seatbelts. What don't we want in here? Worms. So, for the end cake, I believe it is, we want eyes of ender, normal cake, so we need a couple of eggs and some sugar. Sugar, sugar. Oh, honey, honey. Sugar. And some wheat. Yeah, like so. So that should be cakes. And then we want our end. We'll make 16 of these, because frankly we're going to need them at some point. In fact, I think we need them to charge the cake up. And a golden apple. That's our end cake. That can go up here next to our other portals. Yeah. So that's how you charge it up. And then I think, yeah, eat a slice and off we go to the end. So we're looking for draconium, but also looking for the ender dragon. Here, Mr. Dragon. Almost one shot. There we go. Wow, that's loud. There's the portal. Let's just tip our magnet on. So we should now have Infinity booster allows linked A2 wireless weapons. Wow. We should be able to make our dislocating charms. And we've got some Zevisio essence. Not a little bad fight, but yeah. We'll come back through here, see where this takes us. That's not good. Oh, not too far away. Phew. Here we are back at base. So yeah, I mean, I've got an inventory full of junk now, but that is going to do it for now. So thank you ever so much for joining me, everybody. I don't know where all these bags have come from, but I will endeavour to find out. So yeah, thank you, and I hope to see you next time, where we'll hopefully be able to have a bit of auto crafting, which I've been looking forward to for a long time. Thank you, cheers, see you later.